We all know that guy that's in our school that just somehow gets all the girls, even though he's not really objectively that attractive. Or maybe you know that celebrity that is also objectively not that attractive. It looks quite average, but still gets like all the hottest women celebrities out there. Well, what it comes down to is the SMV, which means sexual market value. Now, I've always struggled with getting girls and attracting them in general because even though I wasn't really ugly, I always was a shy kid that just stayed in his little corner, didn't do anything special, didn't talk to anyone special, and was just quite average, like very much average. And so I've always had a very hard time with getting girls because of that. But it was when I started increasing my SMV that I started noticing a lot more girls that were started to get attracted to me, and it was because of the stuff that I was improving. And honestly, it's quite a good feeling to have. So, what is the SMV? As the name suggests, sexual market value means the value that you bring to the sexual market, and the sexual market is just the dating scene pretty much. So, the value that you bring is like a mixture of multiple traits. It's not just one trait in particular, like you may think looks are, that you just need looks in order to get girls. Well, that's not always the case because sexual market value is composed of different things. So, what are those things? Well, looks is part of them because like looks matter, and if you don't think they do, you're dumb. Sorry to inform you, but you're dumb. And second thing is social skills, and social skills is a pretty broad thing, but it means basically to be able to be funny, for example, maybe the capability to have deep conversations, and leadership is a big one. So yeah, all the stuff included in the social skills. Then we have money with status as well, which is two different things, but they're almost linked together. So status, things like having a good car, a good watch, a good house, maybe living in a good place, for example, being famous. All of this stuff is status, and they, I mean, in the SMV, there are also complicated things to master, such as masculinity, for example. And masculinity includes stuff like discipline, being able to understand feminine energy, and other stuff. For example, like being able to put your purpose, your work, and your purpose above everything else. Stuff like this, which is very, very hard to, first of all, comprehend, but also to just apply in real life. Now, I know you kind of feel overwhelmed by all the information and all the stuff that you need to improve on in order to get girls. But actually, let me just reframe your mind quickly. I would actually take this as a positive thing, the fact that there are so many, traits to improve on. Because if you think about it, the if you're not like genetically gifted in looks, for example, so you're not very attractive, like genetically, you sure you could improve, but you don't have to just focus on that and like blackmail yourself into thinking that you cannot get girls because you don't look great. You don't look like Chris Hemsworth, maybe, but you can improve your social skills, so you can be more funny and just be a leader for your group, so that would be more attractive to girls. Then you can get some money, you can get some status, you can increase masculinity inside your mind. So that's already stuff that would trust me, it would very much improve in your relation with females, because looks matter, but they're not the main thing. Okay, sexual market value is the main thing, which includes looks, but looks are not the only thing that matters. That's what I was trying to say. Also, for the same reason, you don't have to be like the social guy in your circle. Well, I mean, you have to be kind of social, but you don't have to be that one guy that like it is able to talk to everyone on the streets and just is the social master. You don't have to be that guy in order to attract the girls you want, because you can improve your looks, you can do a bit of looks maxing, you can get some money again, and all of that stuff that I already said. Something really important that I want you to notice is that increasing your SMV is great, not only because it will get you girls, that I know is your main objective, but because all the stuff that you need to do in order to increase your SMV is also good, just good for you, just good for your improvement of yourself, so your self improvement. Because think about it, you are starting to get money, and I'm sure you don't mind having money. You are being more masculine, you're being a leader. Like, this stuff is great. Even objectively, even forget the girls, this stuff is great. And then you also have to include the fact that you're gonna attract more girls, so like there's no reason to have your SMV, to have, you know, the goal of increasing your SMV not as the first thing ever like in your life. So now that you know the real reason why you're having a very hard time with girls, you need to take action, and that's the hard part. That's the part that you don't want to do. Take action. But don't worry, because it's not that hard, and I'm here to help you. I've already made some videos, you can go watch them in the cards right now, about looks maxing, a lot of social skills, and a bit of masculinity as well. And I'm gonna, do always increase the amount of videos I make and increase the amount of value I give you about those kind of things, like masculinity, social skills, money, and etc. So go and watch those videos if you want to know how to improve, and yeah, see you in the next one.